Hi everyone. I want to show you how to draw a graph on Microsoft Excel. So I'm given these data points. The first column here is basically going to go to the x-axis, which is the horizontal one, and the second column is going to go to y-axis, which is the vertical one. So when you're given a data set, you basically enter the values for the x-axis in the first column and the values for the y-axis in the second column. So once we enter these values, what you do is to choose these data area on this table and just the numbers, not names of the axis or anything like that. Starting from the first data point, choose the area, and you go to insert on top here, choose insert, and you need to find this little icon here which says insert scatter bubble chart. Click on it, and I don't know why, but it doesn't appear in the video. I believe that the choices that you have, but the first one is the one that we'll be using, which is scatter. So you click on it. When you clicked on it, you can do add elements on the chart. On the this corner has actually a positive sign, which you can use to add the elements on it that I'm going to be talking about soon. However, I took the video and realized that this also doesn't appear in my video for some reason. So I'm going to use the main menu, which is basically here, add chart element. And so when you click on it, you see axes and, they're already given for you, and titles. You want to enter horizontal, you want to enter also axis title for vertical as well, as I gave these details in the instruction of the lab. But your chart needs the title itself, axis title, and axis title. So after you added these three elements, please change them to whatever your graph is about. So here ours is velocity versus time. So whenever you're given a set of data, the name of the graph is basically y versus x. So here we have y as velocity, x as time. So our name of graph the name of our graph is velocity versus time. So because the velocity is going to the y-axis, we need to write velocity for this axis. And don't forget to write the unit of axis, okay? You have to write it because then people would not know what are these numbers stands for. Are they like kilometer per hour? Are they mile per hour? What is it? You need to give the unit in the axis name. Similarly, you need to give the name for the x-axis, which is in this case time in seconds. So we have now name for the y-axis, name for the x-axis with their units, and the name of the graph. We have our data. Now you need to go to, you can also do the trend line from here. See, the trend line appears and it gives you different choices. You can choose linear. Same thing goes if you actually right click on one of the data points that you have, and you can go to trend line there in the lower part of the choices. And here it opens up a kind of menu for trend line. There you see that it's a linear Excel basically sense that it's a linear fit, and it just showed the best fit accordingly. If you go down, scroll down, you will see display equation chart here, which you should click on so that Excel shows you the equation between velocity and time that you have from this data. So you can read the slope from this graph as a constant in front of x here in the equation. So you need the equation to read the slope. So I have a question in lab which tells you what is the slope in the graph that you're attaching. So I ask you to attach this graph in the lab, and I ask you what is the slope that you're reading in this graph. Then you have to basically show the trend line and equation so that you can read the slope here. From these numbers that I have, it's 0.2229. So that's what you're going to write for that slope box. And in this case, slope unit is going to be velocity divided by time, because as it's explained previously, slope is found from delta y divided by delta x. So it's going to be change in velocity divided by change in time. Therefore, it's going to be meter per second divided by second. So that's going to give you unit of meter divided by second square in this case. So whatever the unit of the y-axis divided by the x-axis unit is the unit of slope. I hope this helps for your lab for graphing. Have a good day.